EXE was a character added to the V2 update of Versus Sonic.exe in November of 2021. EXE is a Sonic clone that seems eerily off. His fur is a bit darker than Sonic's and he seems to have a almost menacing appearance. Some of his poses reflect this. After his first song called Faker, he has a transformation where his arms and legs become elongated and he grows maybe an extra 8 feet. But sadly, he got into some drama with his creator, and sadly both EXE and his creator were outcasted and hated and removed from the mod. Now that it has been almost a year since the release of Versus Sonic.exe v2, I decided to ask you guys what you think of EXE. We'll start with my opinion. In my opinion, EXE was a good character. It gave me one of my favourite songs, Black Sun. In terms of the drama surrounding it, I am neutral in both parties. You can decide for yourself who is innocent. One of my mods, Smetty, voiced his opinion. The character is very generic. The idea is not all that original, however it did have potential. My name is covered in blood replied with, like the concept of it overall, but because of the drama, it never went anywhere sadly. Hopefully whenever Revy comes out of hiding, they can make Faker into what it was meant to be. Also, hi YouTube, sub to Astro, you should follow their advice. Another one of my mods, Luther's World, replied with, EXE/Faker was my favourite EXE at the time when the mod came out. Very unique, and it cited all the Faker forms of almost every EXE that exists. It was very sad to see Revy do all the things that she did, but I'm glad she was proven innocent, but it's still sad the community still hates her even after that. It had so much potential, but thanks to this community, you'll never see the game Revy had planned. I don't think Revy will return to the FNF community, or the EXE community at all. But Faker/EXE was a good concept overall. Zedark/Avariz, I think I pronounced that right, gave their opinion of, I like the idea of EXE. He was the original character of the theming in the EXE characters of a character transforming into a monster. Unfortunately, his character has been tainted and stunted because of the drama surrounding Revy and EXE, and due to her leaving the internet, we'll never see the full potential of EXE as his lore was never fully created. However, that can be a positive if you see it in the way of how he can be a template for people to make their own interpretation of EXE. But it depends if people can drop the prejudice gained for the character and then separate the art from the artist. I'm neutral on the Revy thing. Lemon voiced, Revy was innocent, and Faker and Black Sun are good songs. Whether you like it or not, Faker started an entire subgenre of EXE characters. Think of Witchinder, Chaotix, or Hog. They all exist because of him. Despite this, Faker is admittedly not a very original character, doesn't have that creative of a design. He also lacks any story, to my knowledge, and doesn't really have an owner, so he's sort of a dead character. Moving over to YouTube. I asked you guys the same question, and I got an overwhelming 54 comments in response. Here are some of the top few. Cartoon Sketcher 08 says, Faker generally felt like something was off, and EXE was the first and only EXE that actually creeped me out. His song was pretty good, and I think it was clever to have a mechanic where notes don't heal you. Helped me get better at FNF since then. To explain the mechanics, normally in Friday Night Funkin', every time you hit a note, your health will replenish slightly. In Black Sun, notes do not heal you, you can only get around 8 or 10 misses before you die. Life of Play. This dude wrote a whole essay. I really like the character. It was an evolution for the concept of a Faker in the Sonic.exe community. His design on his real form was amazing for me, and the way he transforms is actually scary. I also like his Faker form, even if it is a Sonic ripoff, like 99% of the EXE in this community, including Hog. Those little differences between him and the original Sonic made me feel uncomfortable. His songs are just amazing. Faker, the song, is so relaxing and has some kind of mysterious aura to it that makes you feel that something is not right. Black Sun is an instrumental chaos and I love it. And the way this somehow found a way to fit so perfectly with the vocals is amazing. I love the part with the choirs. Godspeed is really intense and aggressive, and even though it's not the best song for the character, it's still a really good song and one of my favourites. Sleigh Bells is perfect, that's all I have to say, the song is perfect. If we speak about his lore, I found it interesting that he's supposed to be the son of Lord X, or the original X. For some reason, I found their little argument quite funny. In conclusion, I love EXE/Faker. I love his songs, and for some reason, I found his lore a bit funny. The character brought to the community an evolution of the concept of the Faker, and I don't care what others say. It is, and will forever be, one of my favourite characters in this community. Perry KV wrote, "To my mind, he's the best example of a Faker formula. He has a really similar look to the original Sonic, but has enough differences to say that he isn't him at the same time. And his second form can catch off guard someone who doesn't know about his true self. My favourite sonic.exe to date." If you did enjoy this video, subscribing would be greatly appreciated, and if you would like to, you can join my Discord server via discord.gg/astronomical. I'm now going to thank my recent boosters. If you do not want to see me thank them, then you can go ahead and skip to the next segment. Thanks to Murky, Deathtoll, and Mad Dead for boosting the Discord server. But yeah, I'll see you all once I've completed the new Bendy game, because I'm thinking about making a video on that. But anyway, Astronomical, out.